Well, a total success. This method is incredible. And not just because you can duplicate practically any fruit tree, but because you can get so many new plants from a single branch. It's amazing to see how it works. So if you want to know how to do it using things we have at home, pay attention because we're starting right now. To do this method, we're going to need several things that we surely all have at home. The first thing we're going to need is sand. It can be river sand, beach sand, or even construction sand. In this case, we are going to use silica sand, the kind normally used for filtering water in swimming pools. It is a sand that is very easy to find at any hardware store, and if you don't want to buy it, as I said, you can perfectly well use construction sand. We are also going to need a plastic container or any similar receptacle. We will need a knife or a box cutter, regular ground cinnamon, which you can find at any supermarket, a spray bottle, and, of course, our main star, a lemon tree cutting or another citrus cutting. We are going to use a nice sturdy cutting about 10 centimeters or about 4 inches and around 1 centimeter or about 0.4 inches thick. And now let's get started. We grab our container, and the first thing we're going to do is mark the maximum level we want the water to reach with a marker. In this case, we've made the mark at approximately the middle of the container to have a reference. Now we are going to make another mark right in the center of the container, because here we are going to make a small hole that will later serve as drainage. To do this, we can use a knife or a utility knife, and as always, be very careful when working with sharp tools. We'll make the cut little by little until we manage to open this small hole. Okay, now we're going to need a small piece of cotton, although you can perfectly well use a small piece of cloth or any similar material that allows us to filter the water. We place it on the inside of the container, right in front of the hole we just made. And why are we doing this? It's very simple. We need all the excess water to be able to drain out through the hole, but we want to prevent the sand from coming out along with us. If we leave the hole completely open, some of the sand will likely end up escaping. However, by placing this small filter, we ensure that the water can drain while keeping the sand inside the container. And once our container is prepared, let's move on to the star of this method, the cutting. We take our lemon tree cutting and use a marker to draw a longitudinal line. This will serve as a guide to make the cut and do it much more precisely. And pay attention, because here is one of the secrets of this method. Using the tip of a sharp knife, we're going to carefully follow the line we just drew. First, we make the cut on one side and then on the other. Once we have made the two longitudinal cuts, we make some small lateral cuts. Now we slightly insert the tip of the knife under the bark and begin to lift it little by little without rushing. We are now very carefully and methodically separating this entire long strip of bark from the trunk, working slowly and with great precision to ensure that we keep the piece intact until it's finally and completely removed from the surface. Once removed, we will find that shiny area that remains on the wood. This is precisely what we now have to scrape off. With the same knife, we carefully scrape the entire surface to remove any cambium that may have remained attached. We have to continue until we can clearly see the wood. And when the whole area is perfectly clean, it's time to use a couple of tricks. The first one is aloe vera. Simply take a small piece and apply its gel directly over the entire area we just prepared. Aloe vera is not mandatory for this method, but it is very convenient to use. We cover the entire surface well, and when we finish, we move on to the next ingredient, cinnamon. We will use cinnamon powder, the same kind you can find in practically any supermarket. We apply it little by little over the entire cut area until it is completely covered. Cinnamon is not mandatory either, but it is very convenient to use. And now that our cutting is completely prepared, it's time to place it in the container. We rest it on the sand like this. And now we start watering. We're going to use plenty of water, don't be afraid. We water abundantly until we practically flood our container. The important thing is to place the cutting so that approximately half of its length is buried and in direct contact with the damp sand. And now, take a look at what happens. All the excess water starts to slowly come out through the drainage hole we made earlier. That is exactly what we prepared it for. The excess water comes out, but the sand stays inside. This way, we manage to maintain high humidity around our cutting without leaving it completely waterlogged. We don't want it to be excessively wet, but we don't want it to dry out either. What we're looking for is to maintain that balance of humidity around the area we've prepared, creating a suitable environment to encourage the appearance of new roots. And now, let's move on to another little secret. We're going to prepare our homemade fungicide based on cinnamon. This is already a classic on the channel, but it works very well, and that's precisely why we use it so often. We're going to need about a liter of water, or what is practically a quart, and we're simply going to add a pinch of cinnamon powder. We stir it very well for a few seconds to try to distribute the cinnamon throughout the water. Now we need to filter this mixture. To do this, we can use a piece of cloth or even a coffee filter. We pour the mixture through the filter, and that way we manage to remove the larger cinnamon particles. This step is important because if we put the mixture directly into our sprayer, some particles could end up clogging it. Once filtered, we fill our sprayer, and now we lightly spray the entire surface of our propagator. We are also going to spray the inside of the lid. Once this is done, we close our container completely. We will try to leave it as airtight as possible to preserve the humidity inside. And now we have to find the right place to leave it. No direct sunlight. We are going to place our propagator in a well-lit area, but always with indirect light, and we are going to leave it here for approximately 2 months, about 8 weeks, although depending on the species and the conditions, it may take a little longer. During this time, we will check on our container. We can open it periodically and lightly spray the surface using the cinnamon preparation we made earlier. This way, we'll try to maintain proper humidity and reduce the occurrence of potential fungal issues inside our propagator. Well, everyone, it's been about 2 months, roughly 8 weeks since we started, so it's time to open our container and see what's happened. And look, we can already see new shoots coming out of the cutting, but the really interesting part is underneath all this sand. To remove it without damaging the roots, we'll add water little by little. This way, the sand comes loose and we can free the roots with much more care. Now look at that beauty. Abundant and perfectly developed white roots. But the best part is still to come. Since our cutting has several buds and roots along the branch, we can divide it down the middle and get 2 new plants from a single cutting. We make the cut with some pruning shears, and that's it. Now we have 2 new lemon trees from the same mother tree. Now we simply plant them in 2 pots with good substrate. We water them abundantly and keep them protected from intense sun for the first 10 days to facilitate their adaptation. And just like that, from a single branch, we've gotten 2 new fruit trees. Now tell me in the comments which tree you're going to try this method with and where you're watching from. See you in the next video.